Hello dear students, welcome back to my class. In our previous class we have solved one problem on cash flow statement. Today in this class we will solve one more problem on cash flow statement. See, dear students, a problem well defined is a problem half solved. So to solve any problem you have to study the problem in detail to know what is given in the problem and how to find out the solution. So see the problem here. Statement of assets and liabilities as on 31st 3 2016 and 31st 3 2017 is as follows. Statement of assets and liabilities is provided to you, that is balance sheet in vertical format. So see, first heading of a liability side is equities and liabilities. In that first one is a shareholders fund, in that share capital. Share to see the what are the components of share capital, you have to see the note number 1. The total amount of share capital is 5 lakh rupees and rupees 6 lakh 12,000 in 2017. And second one is a non-current liabilities. In that long term borrowings, note number 2 is there to see in detail about long term borrowings, and the amount is 2,60,000 in 2016 and 2 lakh in 2017. Then third one is a current liabilities, that is trade payable. Note number 3 is there to see in detail the amount of trade payable in the year 2016 is 1,60,000 and in the year 2017 is 1,76,000, and total of the liability side for the year 2016 is 9,20,000 and 2017 is rupees 9,88,000. Then see the balance sheet on asset side, that is the first heading is a non-current assets, means fixed assets. Fixed asset ali tangible assets. We have to see tangible assets. What are the tangible assets are there in a problem? You may see note number 4, and for 2016 it is 6,20,000 and for 2017 it is 6,60,000. Then second one is the current assets, that is inventories. To see the inventories in detail you have to see note number 5, and the amount in the 2016 is 1,40,000 and 2017 is 1 lakh rupees. Trade receivable note number 6, and amount is 1,20,000 in 2016 and 2 lakh in 2017. And for cash includes what cash are any other bank accounts etc. You have to see the note number 7, and the total cash is 40,000 and total of these three current assets is 3 lakh rupees. And again cash in the year 2017 is rupees 28,000 and total of this is 3 lakh. These three assets is, that is these three current assets in the year 2017 is 3,28,000 and the total of the asset side is again in the year 2016 it is 9,20,000 and in the year 2017 it is 9,88,000. Then see the notes to accounts. First note is about the share capital. In that the first component is equity share capital, and that is 5 lakh in 2016 and in 2017 it is 6,12,000. That is there is an increase in the share capital. There is a fresh issue of shares to the extent of rupees 1,12,000 in the year 2017. Then next one is the long term borrowings. In that Mr. A's loan is there to the extent of rupees 1 lakh in the year 2016, and in the year 2016 there is nothing in the Mr. A's loans, means that is Miss A's loan is repaid in the year 2017. Then next one is a loan from bank. It is 1,60,000 in the year 2016 and rupees 2 lakh in the year 2017. That is there is a increase in a loan from bank. Then third one is a trade payable. Note number 3 is about trade payable. That trade payable is nothing but here creditors, that is a current liability, and in 2016 it amounts to rupees 1,60,000, and in the year 2017 it amounts to rupees 1,70,000. That is, there is a increase in the creditors. Then next, note number 4 is for tangible assets. Here machinery is there. In the year 2016, the machinery's value is rupees 3,20,000, and in the year 2017, the value of the machinery is decreased. That is a 2,20,000. To the extent of 1 lakh, there is a decrease in the value of the machinery. It means that there is a sale of machinery in the year 2017. Then next one is a land and building. In the year 2016, the value of the land and building is 1,60,000, and in the year it is a 2 lakh. Means there is an increase in the value of land. It means that the land has been purchased for rupees 40,000. Then next one is a building. Again, building value of building is increased in the year 2017 as compared to 2016 to the extent of rupees 1 lakh. That is there is a purchase of land. Then total tangible asset is 6,20,000 and 6,60,000. Then next one is a note number 5 for is inventories. Inventories includes stock, and in the year 2016 the stock is for rupees 1,40,000, and the year 2017 it is 1 lakh rupees. That is, there is a decrease in the stock. Then next one is a trade receivables. In that, debtors 1,20,000 in the year 2016 and rupees 2 lakh in the year 2017. That is, there is a increase in the debtors to the extent of rupees 80,000. Then next one is a note number 7, that is cash and cash equivalent. In the year 2016, the cash is for rupees 40,000, and there is a decrease in the cash to the extent of 12,000, and it is a 28,000 in the year 2017. So cash and cash equivalent is 40,000 and 28,000. Additional information is provided in this problem. First, see the first point. During the year, a machine costing rupees 40,000, accumulated depreciation rupees 12,000 was sold for rupees 20,000. ಆ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಒಂದು ಮಷೀನ್ ಅದ್ರ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 40,000 ಇತ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಕ್ಯುಮುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಡೆಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ 12,000 ಇತ್ತು. ಅಂತ ಮಷೀನ್ ಅನ್ನ 20,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ವೆದರ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆರ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆನ್ ಅ sale of machinery. Then second one is the provision for depreciation against the machinery as on 31st 3 2016 was rupees 1 lakh, and on 31st 3 2017 was rupees 1 lakh 60,000. That is there is a increase in the provision for the machinery. So you have to calculate with these two figures how much depreciation is charged during the year 2017. Then third one is the net profit for year 2017 amounted to rupees 1,80,000. You are required to prepare cash flow statement. This is the problem, and see how to solve the problem. Dear students, before preparing cash flow statement, there are certain working notes which you have to work out to know the certain figures. See working notes. First one is the calculation of profit or loss on a sale of machinery. There is a sale of machinery during the year 2017. So see how to find out whether there is a profit or loss on sale of machinery. Cost price of the sold machinery is 40,000 and the depreciation is rupees 12,000. So written down value will comes to rupees 28,000. In that, if you had deducted a sales price, the amount will comes to rupees 8,000, which is a loss on sale of machinery. Then next one is a calculation of depreciation. Closing depreciation is rupees 1,60,000 as provided in the problem, and add depreciation of sold machine, that is 12,000. So the total depreciation is 1,72,000. Then in that we have to deduct the opening depreciation, that is rupees 1 lakh. So the depreciation charged during the year will comes to rupees 72,000. This is the second working note. Then third working note is for a calculation of drawings. How much capital is drawn by the owners, that is opening capital as per statement of asset and liabilities 5 lakh, and in that you have to add net profit, that is rupees 1,80,000. So the total will comes to rupees 6,80,000. In that you have to deduct the closing capital, that is 6,12,000. So the drawings made by the owners is 68,000 rupees. Dear students, let us prepare cash flow statement. To prepare cash flow statement, you have to make three columns. First one is for particulars, next one is the adjustment, and third one is the amount. And as you know, the total activities of the organization are classified into three categories. First one is the cash flow from operating activities. Next one is cash flow from investing activity, and the last one is a cash flow from financing activity. First take first one, that is a cash flow from operating activities. In that the first item is net profit for the year 2017, that is rupees 1,80,000 as it is given in the problem. Then next you have to make a adjustment for non-cash item, that is depreciation and loss on sale of machinery. It means that the cash will not flows out of a business organization by these two transactions. So you have to add back this to the net profit, that is rupees 72,000 and rupees 8,000 on is a loss on sale of machinery. Total is 80,000, and the resultant figure is a operating profit before working capital changes, that is rupees 2,60,000. Then in that you have to make adjustment for changes in the working capital, that is you have to add decrease in the current asset and increase in the current liabilities. Decrease in stock, that is rupees 1,40,000 was there in 2017 and it was rupees 1 lakh in 2016. So there is a decrease in the capital to the extent of rupees 40,000. The next one is the increase in creditors, 1,76,000 and 1,60,000. That is 1,60,000 was there in 2016, and in the year 2017 it came to rupees 1,76,000. So there is a increase in the creditors to the extent of rupees 16,000. So the total is 56,000. In that you have to deduct increase in debtors, that is the increase in current assets, that is in the year 2016 it was rupees 1,20,000 and in the year 2017 it was rupees 2 lakh. So you have to deduct the resultant amount is 8,000 and total of this amount column will comes to rupees 2,36,000 rupees. Then next one is cash flow from investing activity. Here sale of machinery is for rupees 20,000 and it is a inflow of cash, so we will take it with a positive symbol. Then next is a purchase of land and purchase of building. Both with both of these activities the cash will flows out of the business organization. So here we have to deduct these two from the positive flow, that is a 1,40,000. The both terms total is 1,40,000 and the total will comes total net cash used in investing activities is rupees 1,20,000 with negative symbol, means there is a outflow of cash to the extent of rupees 1,20,000 from investing activity. The next one is a cash flow from financing activity. Here loan from bank, as a company has taken loan from bank, cash will flows into the business organization, so we have taken here with the positive sign. Then next in that we have to deduct Miss A's loan repaid to the extent of rupees 1 lakh and drawings made by the proprietors, that is 68,000. It means that there is a outflow of cash from both these activities, so we have taken it with a negative sign. So the total is minus 1,60,000. So net cash used in financing activities is rupees 1,28,000. This means there is a total cash outflow to the extent of rupees 1,28,000 from financing activities. By combining the net cash flows from all these three activities, that is rupees 2,36,000 from operating activities, that is a positive, that is a inflow of cash is there from operating activities to the extent of rupees 2,36,000. In that we have to deduct rupees 1,20,000 and 1,28,000, both are from investing and financing activities cash outflow. So there is a net decrease in cash outflow to the extent of rupees 12,000, and cash and cash equivalent at the beginning of the year was rupees 40,000, and at the end the cash and cash equivalent at the end will become 40,000 rupees. 40,000 rupees minus rupees 12,000 is equal to 28,000 rupees. This is the cash at the end of the year. Like this we have to prepare a cash flow statement. Dear students, for more problems you may refer the books Dr. G.B. Badgar, Principles of Management Accounting, Ashok Prakashan Hubli, M.Y. Khan and P.K. Jain, Management Accounting, Tata McGraw-Hill Publications, New Delhi, I am Pandey, Management Accounting, Vikas Publishing House Limited, New Delhi. Thank you for watching the video.